Yeah, to the surprise of probably no one who's listened to this podcast over the last few years and know our tendencies, it's Jared Verse from FSU. He's somebody that I loved last year, and I would have had him ranked Edge-1 last year as well. But he decided to come back to school, and I think he thought they had a really good shot at a national championship, didn't he? I think that was what he was thinking. So he was someone who was a transfer. He was an absolute dominant player at Albany, and he made the step up to FSU. Um, I think he's twitchy, he's compact, he's really explosive. He can dominate at the point of attack. He diagnoses plays well. So I think he avoids being swallowed up by tackles, even bigger tackles. He can slip and get away from them. His speed to power conversion is really very good, and he's got a really good bull rush. He's got an explosive first step. I think he's got plenty bend enough in him. He's not the bendiest, but he can bend reasonably well to get quite a tight arc around those tackles. I think he looked quite good at I don't even know what the drill is. They call it the combine, but the one when it's like a figure of eight and they're going round and they drop the, he was tight enough around that as well. He's a really good run defender as well. I think he's probably the best of the three in the run defense game for me. He For one thing, for me, I think he maybe needs to work a little bit on his wrap ups at tackles. Latu is definitely much better at completing his tackles than Versus, and the other one as well. Sometimes I find if an offensive lineman who's really strong gets that first thump into his chest, he can struggle to reset himself a little bit for me. But I think we all have these players that we really like, and despite all the noise, you come back to them again, don't you? And for me, that's Jared Verse.
Yeah, a safe pair of hands and a player that you're going to trust instantly. Played for Albany, didn't have a single FBS offer, and when he went to Albany, and then transferred to Florida State and was a track athlete in his younger days. It would have been a top 10 pick in 2022, and it's probably dropped a little bit since then in terms of. It could be a little bit of fatigue there because we've now spoken about him for 2 cycles because he was expected to declare. But yeah, first step is speedy, sideline to sideline speed, violent first step. So I've got no concerns about his movement really. I think he's got acute anticipation, time to get off the ball when the ball is snapped. Is really good. Converts speed to power. Really good skill moves that will allow him to win inside and out, whether he's attacking the inside shoulder or bending around the edge, and the great strength profile as well, which means he can mix everything up. I think he's someone who wins more with power than with speed, but that's not necessarily a problem because of how good he is at it. But he also has the ability to win with speed. So he combines the both, and relentless pursuit. It's on Scouting Report. That word relentless has shown up a lot of times with this group. But yeah, it's the physicality, it's the aggression, it's the violence. He's just made the right way, and I don't think he really has much else to work on. I just don't think he has the ceiling that Dallas Turner does, which I think is fair. But I think he would probably be the best instant starter between him and Dallas Turner. And because I think it will be close. Latu is viewed with these, but will go later simply because of those medicals. So yeah, you're looking at Turner and Versus the top 2 off the board, and it's just going to be a matter of what defensive line coaches and NFL coaches like. Do you want the athleticism or do you want the raw power that Verse offers?